Hi, class. So I just wanted to touch base with you about what you learned about yesterday when it came to World War One, and then kind of just set you up for what you're going to be learning about, reading about, and learning about today when it comes to the causes of World War One. So yesterday you should have saw a map of Europe in 1914. So you kind of would have given you an idea of what the countries were that were involved, that were around the area in Europe at that time. And you notice that there were a lot of empires. And these empires were ruled by a king or a queen or some sort of ruler that wanted to control more land. They wanted more land. So that is going to play a big part in the start of World War One. There were several things that were causing a lot of tension at the time that the World War One started. But I just wanted to give you a heads up of just what was next to each other, which countries were close by, and the ones that were going to be kind of involved. So during this time, there was some new technologies that were invented that made war a little bit more deadly than what we had experienced prior. Up until this point, we have used muskets, and it was more of a close range type of fighting that we experienced. However, because of this new technology that they have now, we saw tanks, submarines, poison gases were involved, and machine guns. So people didn't have to be quite as close at one time to fire on their enemy or to be involved in warfare. And then on the second page that you had, you notice that there was a couple things that were leading up to the war. And one of the things that mentioned was the assassination of the Archduke. His name was Franz Ferdinand, and his wife, both of them were assassinated when they had visited Serbia, and they were killed in the streets. And it was at that point that they knew something was going to have to happen. War was inevitable. It was going to happen. And it was only about a month later that war was declared at that time. So once war was declared, alliances were already aligned. It seemed like countries were taking sides. This country was going with this side, and that country was already aligned with the other side. And so it was automatically people were already taking sides at that time. However, the United States, we were just wanting to be neutral. We didn't want to take sides. We thought, oh, that's across the ocean. That shouldn't apply to us. That's so far away. We're just going to kind of stay neutral, and we're not going to take a side at this point. However, later on, that may have to change. But at this point, earlier in the war, the United States wanted to stay neutral. They didn't want to take one side over the other. So that's what you should have learned about yesterday. Today, you're going to be reading more about some of the other causes besides the assassination of the Archduke that was leading up to the causes of World War One. So again, have a great day. I enjoy hearing from you through email and through Google Classroom. Keep it on and let me know if you have any questions.